Wait, am I fucking recording? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 in a series where I just cover news in the film industry. Why don't you put the fucking phone down? This is vodka mixed with Coke. It's not a great combination, but it's all I had. It's been a long week. Alright, in the first item of news, the production company for Tom Cruise's upcoming space film, which is a movie that he's filming in space, crazy son of a bitch, is planning to build a film studio in space by the end of 2024. This is according to Deadline. The production company behind Tom Cruise's upcoming untitled space film is planning on building a fully operational studio in space by the end of 2024. This new studio will allow creatives to develop, produce, record, and live stream content in the confines of space. So the gist of this is that it's not Tom Cruise's company, it's the company that's producing Tom Cruise's space movie. I know it's very confusing and this totally fucking sounds like something Tom Cruise would do. It's not him himself, it's the company behind his movie is building a studio in space that they hope other film studios will rent out to film other movies in space and, you know, other rich creatives. I don't think this is actually going to appeal to most movie studios. I think this is mostly going to become a gimmick for famous TikTokers and YouTube, but it's still interesting. Next up, Idris Elba is reportedly being eyed for the next James Bond. This is during an interview with Deadline. James Bond producers Barbara Broccoli and Michael B. Wilson were faced with a question of whether Elba's name had come up at all in regards to the franchise. Broccoli admitted that he has been part of the discussion. Quote, "Well, we know Idris, we're friends with him, and he's a magnificent actor, and you know, it's been part of the conversation, but it's always difficult to have the conversation when you have someone in the seat. So, you know, I think we've decided that until No Time to Die has had its run and Daniel has been able to reap the benefits of Daniel's wonderful tenure, we're not going to think about or talk about anybody else." Well, that's a fucking lie. You're clearly talking about Idris Elba. Yeah, you know, Idris is a great actor. He's very James Bond-esque. He's cold, he's calculating, but he's also very suave and really fucking sexy. He's a bit old, so if he did play James Bond, it seems like they'd go down the route of an older Bond, which we just fucking saw, but I suppose it's better than the alternative of a young James Bond played by Tom fucking Holland. Oh, they need to just end the fucking franchise. You know what I mean? Next up, Netflix has announced that Squid Game Season 2 is officially in development. Netflix's co-CEO and chief content officer, Ted Sarandos had the following to say with the announcement: "The Squid Game universe has just begun." I don't like the sound of that. It makes me think we're gonna get some spin-offs and prequels and... I hope this is good. Next up, a bunch of movies are getting delayed from Paramount. For starters, Mission Impossible 7 and 8 has been delayed. So Mission Impossible 7 was originally set for September 30th, 2022, but now it's going to release on July 14th, 2023, and Mission Impossible 8 was originally set for July 7th, 2023, but is now going to release on June 28th, 2024. Good God. I mean, this could be good. You know, it could be more time to develop the story and solidify the special effects. But Tom Cruise is also like 60. We're kind of on the fucking clock here. Oh, and then A Quiet Place Part 3 was also delayed, getting pushed back to late 2023. I didn't even know there was a Part 3 planned. Next up, Kirsten Dunst is reportedly starring in Alex Garland's next film, Civil War. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Alex Garland, who is the director of Ex Machina and Annihilation, is re-teaming with A24 to direct Civil War with Kirsten Dunst attached to star. I love Alex Garland. I think he's one of the most underrated directors, especially in the science fiction genre. And I love Kirsten Dunst. I love the resurgence that she's been getting lately, so I'm excited for this. Oh, it's good shit. Next up, Ana de Armas fans sue Universal Studios for cutting her scenes from Yesterday. Yeah, so apparently she was featured in some of the trailers, but they cut her scenes. So there are some fans that are putting together a lawsuit to sue Universal Studios for cutting her scenes. They're claiming that this was like false advertisement because they put her in the trailer but not in the final cut of the film. this is gonna go fucking nowhere. If this lawsuit produced like any sort of fruit, then every studio would be under threat of lawsuit for ever showing a deleted scene in a trailer that didn't make the final cut. So this is never gonna see the light of day. They're wasting all of their fucking money. I don't know what fucking lawyers convinced the fans to take on this lawsuit, but good for them because they're gonna make fucking bank. Next up, Sam Raimi, the director of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, is claiming that the movie might require more reshoots. During an interview with Variety, Sam Raimi was asked whether or not Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was complete, and he said, quote, "I wish I knew the answer to that question. I think we're done, but we just cut everything. We're starting to test the picture, and we'll find out if there's anything that's got to be picked up. If something's unclear or another improvement I can make in this short amount of time left, I'll do it. One thing I know about the Marvel team is they will not stop. They'll keep pushing until it's as close to being as great as it could." Yeah, so what he's implying is that it's kind of done, but maybe not. That's shocking considering they just went through over 2 months of reshoots, shooting 6 days a week. That's longer than most movies. Rumor has it that the immense success of Spider-Man No Way Home has drastically changed the overall direction and vision of this film, and the reshoots are, rumor has it, adjustments made in response to this success, such as adding certain characters and variants and other things like that. If this is true, they're playing it really fucking close to the chest because this movie comes out in like, what, a few months, and it seems like they're drastically changing the story on a daily basis. They just went through 2 months of extensive reshoots. So we'll see what happens. I have faith in Sam Raimi. I think he's an excellent filmmaker, and I'm really excited for this movie. I'm excited to see what kind of story they're going to deliver, but this is a somewhat concerning sign. Next up, Peter Dinklage and Disney have been beefing recently during the podcast WTF. Peter Dinklage slammed the new Disney remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I was a little taken back by the they're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah.
But you're still telling the story of Snow White,
yeah.
and Seven Dwarfs.
Sure.
So, look, take a step back and look at what you're doing there. It makes no sense to me.
Well,
You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that backward story of seven dwarves living in a cave. What the are you doing, man? Have I done nothing to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough. I don't know what studio that is, but they were so proud of that, and all love and respect to the actress and to the people who thought they were doing the right thing. But I'm just like, what are you doing?
Disney responded to these criticisms very fucking fast, and they released a statement saying the following: "To avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. We look forward to sharing more as the film heads into production after a lengthy development period." Yeah, so they were pretty quick to do some fucking damage control on this. And then now the Wrap is reporting that Disney is now seeking to replace the dwarfs with what is described as, quote, magical creatures. Does anyone else think this is like almost worse? And then lastly in the news, early test screenings for The Batman were reportedly 4 hours long. In the latest edition of the Hollywood Reporter's Heat Vision newsletter, it was revealed that early test screenings of The Batman were showed a 4-hour cut of the film. The report didn't indicate how those in attendance of these showings responded to the early cut of the film, but I so fucking want to see this extended cut. I'm so curious how this story could warrant a 4-hour long extended cut and a 3-hour long theatrical run. This story just seems so Fincher-esque in its nature. I'm so excited for this. And that's it for the news. Thank you for watching. I think I might go throw up now, so I'll see you in my next video, whatever that will be. Have a great day, or night, or afternoon, or morning, or day, and I will see you in the next one.